how often I should post on YouTube? Because it's very time consuming for me to do YouTube.
I know. I would say one a week could be good, one a fortnight could be good, one a month could be good. So with AI point, how long have you been doing it?
About over a year.
Over a year. Wow.
Yeah.
And so majority of your clients are HR companies because I find it interesting your help. I actually have two questions. So I always get passionate about, okay, who's your audience? Who are your clients? Like that's, I always, who's your clients? Who pays you? Like, what problems do they have? So I think it's interesting. So who are your clients? And then the second question is, I'm interested in the model. Like, how does it work? Do you build it? And then once you've built it as a SaaS product, you kind of it just scales. Because SaaS, I think to have a SaaS product now is genius. I mean, it's the future. Tech is the future. Like as a marketing person, I just see marketing a SaaS product would be amazing for me personally because man, you can scale so quickly and so high, and it's just about creating demand on what you're doing. So I think it's really cool. So I'm also intrigued on how that works on the operations side. Does it just you build it and then can you hear me?
Yeah, sorry, my internet dropped.
Oh, okay. Yeah, so on that side, I'm also intrigued on how that kind of works and yeah, yeah. So
You
two
said
questions.
you're interested about how actually, who is my client and how actually help them?
Yeah, yeah. So who's your client? Like who the people who normally come to you? Then the second question is on the kind of operation side is yeah, like how is it to scale a SaaS product? Do you just kind of build up the infrastructure and then it's kind of done and then it's just about kind of bringing customers on it? Like how does that work?
Yeah, it's a bit of a mix of both approach, because there is one build AI yourself, or one another approach is that buy AI off the shelf, product ready, or a combination of both, right? A hybrid approach. So, and we have all these things together. So I have clients that they are just the startup founder, and they don't have a tech team. They just want to build something. They need someone to help them, and mostly they know me, or they got referred through someone so they can trust. So they come to me, say that this is my idea and how it could get implemented, and we go through the whole discovery, planning, and building and delivering the product. Then I have other clients, which I like them more. I like them more because a startup founder, pure startup founder, starting from zero is a bit hard. But yeah, the other part, companies that I'm working with them, they are all a small, mid-sized companies that they are already established. They are in the market for at least 5 years or something. So they have a tech team themselves, but relatively small. They're not all fully powered with AI technology or anything, and they just want to get adapt to AI. So I help them basically with my team to build solutions for them, and then we train them at the end once we deliver the product. And whether we build half of that or we build full, then we train the team and they go from there.
How
But
many
usually it comes with next project, and next project.
how many people do you have on your team?
For
For so how are you able to scale in such a quick period of time? I mean, a year, that's pretty good.
Well, because I started with my referral referrals. So I started with my friends that he actually had business consulting, and he has clients. So he sent me basically some project like that. And then I'm pretty hands-on myself. So majority of the project I'm doing a lot of the work myself. Not the development necessarily, like more discovery, discussion with the client on and so on, infrastructure setup, for from networking, security, and so on. And then I build the full high level technical architecture give it to my engineer and tell them to build the rest. And then I'll watch them, I'll review everything they do, if there is any issue, etc. Because I think I'm doing a lot of it myself, like as a senior person, that helps a lot with progress. And with current AI we use a lot of, we leverage a lot of that for building solutions. So we build so fast, very quickly. Yeah, I'll go review even AI's work, fix all things, etc., and then ship it.
Mm. Wow. And and like obviously our show, like what we do, we're a social media marketing agency and personal branding is everything to us, who is the founder, the story. I also noticed that I also saw a passion, like you can see there, you got the microphone. I saw on your YouTube channel, like you got a little bit of a passion to get yourself out there, even just to, I always tell people, I mean, just to put out content, put out content, put out content. But yeah, I saw a little bit of a passion from you as well to get yourself out there a bit more. Talk to me a little bit about, are you intentional with your personal brand? Did you ever think about building a personal brand? Um, yeah, because especially in your space, in the tech space, AI, SaaS, I'm so surprised. I see so many SaaS companies, and then I look at their marketing. I'm like, oh my goodness, you have such a cool product. But sometimes being a technical founder, they get caught up in what they do. They forget to build their brand or they forget to market. I don't know why, because it's, marketing is everything. But at least with you, I saw at least there's something there. Some people don't have anything. So yeah.
Yeah, I'm trying. Yeah, thanks for mentioning that. Okay, for me is because I started a startup space 6 years ago. For about 2 years, I had the business. We had some good revenue, but we lost it because of COVID. Because our focus were primarily on small businesses, and it's gone all during COVID. So at that time, I was the same. Like no personal branding, no social media, no marketing, nothing. We just all like getting people to network and word of mouth and so on. Nothing out of that. We did a lot of like cold email and outreach again, but not myself personally being a front person. Um, I think at that time we did a lot of like event stuff. So it's been very uncomfortable for me. Then I had a fashion business 2 years ago. I sold it because I didn't like the supply issue, challenge of the supply issue, but the business went well. And I did a lot of advertising at that time. I didn't do personal branding on LinkedIn or anything, but I did a lot of advertising, and I saw that without advertising, I cannot get the business out, right? Sell anything. I only start getting paying customers since we did advertising. And and that's why I was able to sell the brand because I built a really good brand in social media, in Facebook and Instagram. So I was able to sell the brand to someone with all the stock and everything. So when I started this new business, I said, whether it is not uncomfortable or comfortable or whatever, I'm gonna go for it and build things. And first few months I didn't. The first 9 months I didn't do anything really because I was just going testing to see all this generative AI, building my skill set as well. But as the time that I start getting confident, okay, things are working, I could go for a full business. Then I start doing LinkedIn and then YouTube. I'm not really 100% on top of it right now, to be honest. But that's something that I push myself to put my content out, build my personal branding, and yeah, for my business as well. And I could see that a lot of people come to me through that. I get a little bit lit out of that, my LinkedIn activity, which is, I think, is good. I need to get better at that. But yeah, that's why I pushed myself to do it.
It's good. And then that's why you're here, like I think podcasting is quite powerful. I think, yeah, like, well, for you, LinkedIn is huge. Like, I try to post 20 times a day if I can on LinkedIn, and even on the company page, I have people who are posting because I mean, it's LinkedIn is the number one business platform in the world. It's where all your clients are. So for me, it's like if I can show up where my clients are every day, then what's going to happen is even if they don't buy from me now, today, tomorrow, what's going to happen? They're going to keep seeing me, and eventually, when my solution comes in their mind, they're more likely to come to me. So I think yeah, definitely keep going on LinkedIn, and like I think with the YouTube, I think because AI like even like the podcast or even like this meeting, I can just put it on our YouTube channel, and market both of ourselves. But like it's very niche. So people are searching for, I think AI and they're searching for you. So I think that's what the advantage with you, even just going through your channel is good because it's very, very niche. So people are searching for those AI, they're searching for these topics. Like we had a tech podcast that we managed, and so it's quite niche. So I just think yeah, keep going. It's quite good and it's quite powerful.
How often I should post on YouTube? Because it's very time consuming for me to do YouTube.
I know. I would say, okay, it depends where you are. Like one a week could be good, one a fortnight could be good, one a month could be good. So it really depends on where you are. The most important thing is just the consistency. So for example, what we do, for example, for clients is if we have a podcast, it's easier for them because they don't have to come up with a script. They don't have to like a podcast is just like this conversation. But then from this conversation, you can like 30 minutes, 40 minutes. Now that's so much content that you have. And then now you can break up content from there. You can, post it from there. So I think YouTube, because Google owns YouTube, right? Google owns YouTube. So it's so important like for you to be there. So if you can just try and come up with a consistent schedule. As I said, I know it's hard. That's why, for example, a lot of our clients, they just leave it to us because it's you got to have that thing. But once a week, once a fortnight, or once a month, just choose one of those and just make sure you stick to it. Because like I was looking at your channel and I could see it was like, oh, it's getting traction. So just keep going. Just don't stop. Keep going, keep going, keep going. Because it's quite powerful. And then, like, for example, let's say you're coming on a podcast, I would say, see if you can get on more podcasts, right? So yeah, you come on something like this, then can you get on a tech podcast? Can you get on the AI? Can you, maybe someone in your team can help you or you yourself see if you can do that as well. So you have your content on your channel, but then now if you can see if you can get on any people's podcasts, that could be good because now people are Googling you or people come across you, there's more things that will come up, and that's really powerful.
Yep. Mm.
Yeah. Mhm. So yeah, I mean, I like the vibe. I definitely love to have you on the podcast. The thing is, with our podcast right now, we're having so many guests. So I always give people a heads up, like we'll definitely love to have you on the podcast. So we'll probably schedule a date. I have my assistant help me. We schedule a date, and then we do something like this again. But we have another program called Riverside where we do it. I think it's better than Zoom now. I used to do my podcast on Zoom. I also have another camera I record in the back. So in the podcast, it's like camera and then like the thing, so it has a cool effect. So we'll probably schedule this ahead in time. And then because of how packed we are, the interview may come out in a couple of months later. That's
Oh, my.
just because of how full we are. Now, of course, a lot of people come and say, well, because of the content and how much we put out and the quality, they say, oh well, can we have it sooner? Can you put it sooner? Now that becomes a paid service. But obviously that's another conversation for later. If you want to maybe fast track quicker, say, look, I want the podcast, then for your content, then that's another conversation. But to come and have you on the show and have this conversation, to get advice as a CEO, to get advice on what it's like to scale and just to have an amazing conversation, I'm open for it and we can book it in the calendar.
Yeah, sure. Okay, sounds good. Yeah, I'm happy to do that.
Cool. Okay. No worries. So we'll be in touch. I'll speak with Michelle and then we can just book a time in advance and we
Yep.
have a podcast conversation. What I might do with this one, actually, like if you're cool with it, I might even put it out there on YouTube, maybe even, just that powerful conversation. And, like that's also a great way just to even put out content, Monday meeting. And I think a lot of people can get value. And if they want to get in touch with you and like I said, because the internet is about interest, right? So what people are looking for, they're going to find it. So there'll be people here who want to learn about exactly what you do. And with our title, and we're very strategic in how we put it, or AI, da da da, they can come and find you, and yeah, we can go.
Yeah, sure. Sounds good.
Okay, you have
All
a.
right.
What's
Okay,
the plans
cool.
for the rest of your day? Busy day?
Yeah, it is. I have another meeting as well. I had a meeting before this. So,
Cool.
all right. Okay, cool. Thank you.
If you really enjoyed this video, make sure to click here and I'm sure you're gonna love that one.